getting out of that laning stage because you're up against Enchantress, you're up against Ench Ogre. These are lane dominators. I think T1 sold game 1. We crushed the lane, we won the game, and they're trying to go back to that. But if they don't crush the lanes here, I do worry that...
For Enryu, you do have to worry about Cuckoo hitting that early Falcon Blade time. He's been allowed to farm it pretty freely, 17-6. Seer Razor is set to maybe hit that early Falcon Blade, start running down, playing around with the enchant on the Enchantress and just looking for a kill.
Oh, bang. Does end up going down for first blood. Whitemon able to pick that one up, and Palos!
You still have wave clear with a laser. It's still plenty annoying, Mike, if you're up against the team, and that's what you need to see later on.
Yeah, bang. May have gone too far to try and secure this power rune, as Karl will be able to finish the job off. Secure there from Whitemon as well with the Fire Blast out, and just taking the Nightmare off him. In fact, MLPDotA, he's in big trouble. Zephyr rotated over. Fire Blast will be there. Narman, he'll try to save the day. The LSA is going to land though, and that will be more than enough for Whitemon to just...
Is still keeping up in farm relative to Savage, so you are still getting something out here for your Morphling, despite all of that movement out, and despite Zephyr scouting out their stacks, he wasn't able to clear. So now MLPDotA gets a lot of flash farm going here, Mike. Clearing out the large stack, and going for more. They do manage to catch out Abing, but that does secure space for Daya, so I think they'll take it.
I mean, over and over again, and it's like you kind of pointed out as well. Karl, he does hit pretty hard on that laner. It'll be pretty rough to try and defend against him. Bot lane, though, they've got Cuckoo down. This time around, he does
that flash farm going as you'd want them to do so with stacks. Right, there should be an opportunity to build some huge stacks here for Savage to build, to work towards. Nothing quite yet. Yeah, Cuckoo and Karl are taking that space over.
And they've got Zephyr. I mean, Fiend's Grip kind of looks weird here being committed, but it's going to mean another kill out for MLPDotA. Now they bring more behind him. 4 heroes smoked up behind Palos. In fact, OB Neon, they'll go towards that mid lane with Enryu. They may just find Cuckoo on this Razor as Narman. He's going to make the jump in. Arena down, Spear is out, and they should have themselves a very free kill as Cuckoo is somehow still alive, but not for long. Enryu will pick up the kill. And OB Neon, they won't stick around for the tier 1 mid. They'll just keep roaming the map together.
Yeah, just keep forcing the fights out, keep trying to find these pickoffs. Bang.
He's got the Fiend's Grip if he needs it. But Karl's here on that Lina with the BKB, but a nice Nightmare dodge. It just won't matter.
The team that's now applying pressure on the map, they know that T1's kind of just clumping up, playing defensively, so they can just work the map to their advantage.
Oh, Henry, you're just so confident to make the jump into the high ground, and Zephyr is going to drop. Because you get that slight...
And they've got the early BKBs they need, but they really need to use them all cool too.
Yeah, Fiend's Grip out, and Shrink Rate. He's a very, very small Razor. Yeah, he's going to drop as a bang. Just Nightmares up Whitemon and walks out of there, and of course MLPDotA, he just TPs out, run in front of their eyes. They can still try to chase down a Bang, but you've only got the Ogre and the Medusa. To be fair, a Bang is very low in HP right now, but the Mystic Snake will not connect onto the Bane. A Bang, he's still going to try and juke this one out, but he is trapped in the tree line, and eventually will end up going down to Whitemon.
Yep, they do at least give the kill away to the Ogre instead, so Savage isn't getting as much as he'd want there. It's a movement top though.
Yeah, nice Lagoon out from Narman onto Karl. Karl, he'll try to turn back onto Palos, but he is still surviving. Stonegaze out. Narman, he'll try to TP out. He's going to TP right in front of them. They cannot stop it. Now Karl's in trouble. Enryu jumps right back in. They've got the Lina down. Palos, he has somehow survived throughout all of this as he backs into the tree line. They don't have the damage quite yet. They'll try back in onto Enryu, but he's TPing out again. Just TP forehead. They can't stop them. They've only got 2 Whitemon, but they'll try to turn. There's your Nightmare out. Savage, he'll mantle straight off the bat as Whitemon. He'll keep chasing them down, but on the side, Palos, he is just running towards the north, though. A Bang, he has been left behind. And T1, they will at least get a support for their troubles towards the south. Who have they got? Palos, he'll make the jump in onto Zephyr. A 1-for-1 in terms of support so far. But they're still kiting in and out. Enryu's back in onto Karl, but the Spear is going to be off the mark. And it's back in onto Palos, but that Lincoln Spear is just... Yeah, they make the jump in on the Mars mid lane. Whitemon will chase him down, but it doesn't seem like they have quite enough as the Spear away is there. Zephyr, he does at least get the slow off, so Whitemon, he might be able to land another Fire Blast, but the Fog is saving the life of the Mars so far. Whitemon eventually does land the stun, though, and that'll be a very important...
It can be a bit hard to fight in that area. OB Neon still has a lot of good control, though. If they find the angle here, they could contest if they want to.
Still very, very scary here for T1 as the waveform is out. They've already lost Whitemon, but now the Fiend's Grip is there. Cuckoo, he's been trapped up. They do stop it, but Cuckoo, he's forced to just run away as Palos. He'll just keep chasing with that Morphling. He stole so much damage with the static link out, but now he's dropping low. Savage, I don't think you can fight this, sir. He'll move up to the high ground with no his first Roshan of the game. In fact, Naaman, lift up, has found Zephyr. They should have enough damage eventually to take this Enchantress down. With the spear around, Enryu will make sure of it. Roshan will go the way of OB Neon.
Just well played from Neon.
Now on Savage, so you've got a way of kind of dealing with that strength more. Thing is though, they are backing off and being very cautious as OB Neon start moving forward again into that jungle. I mean, Palos still very confident, even with that Skadi available now on the Dusa. Enryu, he's slowed up. He'll go for the spear, but he has been left behind. He'll try for the TP play, but this time they'll have the stun.
Smoothest target you could vote for, and that's the issue for T1. Like, you could maybe try to kill Enryu again. All right, kill the Mars to get some gold. Not the target you want to keep down. You try to jump a Morphling. Do you have enough control? Do you have enough damage?
Karl.
You don't have that much damage running just yet.
Oh, Karl. He tried to Silver Edge away, but they had the Sentry Observer already planted this. They knew Karl was going to make that.
At least that buys time for Savage to have the Ags up.
That's a big arena down. They've got Zephyr trapped up, but the Stone Gaze is going to be committed. Enryu is still not stoned up. He'll just walk away from this as T1. They have managed to survive through it. Arena down, but so will Stone Gaze be as Palos, he's moving into the tier 3 tower. He just wants to go right after that Morphling, or rather the Medusa with the spear out. They've locked him down. Savage is trying to just run. It's not looking great for him. He's still trying. He is still surviving as now Palos is in trouble. They'll get him once. They got the Master Boot, but here come the rockets and here come the lasers. Palos is not done yet. Onto Zephyr they go. Whitemon will drop to boot, but somehow Lincoln's up. Just such smart item decision making here from Palos. But Enryu, you're going to jump in, but misses the spear on Savage. He might be in trouble now. They drop the arena to try and just defensively walk his way out. But the Light Strike Array and Laguna is there. Nightmare, it's a bit too late. Enryu, he is still alive, but eventually does end up going down. As T1, they'll move.
Pressure to jump in and set up. You can force T1 to clump up, play from there. There is a smoke play again down bot though.
Yeah, Fiend's Grip was there on Zephyr, so they'll blow up one. More TPs coming in from OB Neon, but T1, they seem prepared for this. Cuckoo will move in with the BKB, and Lincoln's up onto a Bang. They'll try to protect the Bane. He is somehow still alive, but eventually will go down to Cuckoo. So a nice start to the team fight here for T1. And OB Neon, well, they're just not done, John. They fear nothing right now. And Karl's going to show up onto Palos, but he is underneath the sentry, and now, who have they got? It's going to be Whitemon. Another support kill out for Palos. Naaman is in with the Fire Blast onto Savage, but they just want the T2.
They're just going to smoke up and go hunting again. Like, they've got the presence of Daya, they've got the damage from Palos. Nothing to really stop them here.
Certainly not. The wraparound is there. They've got the Enchantress again, so Zephyr, he'll be there to tank the gank, but Savage, he got lifted up. Naaman, he found the primary target, but do they have the damage to actually take him out? Fiend's Grip is there. They'll drain the mana around from Savage. It's not looking great for T1. Savage, though, he's still walking out with the Palos and Mamang Daya. They'll get the job done. Back in on Cuckoo they go. They want that Razor to boot, and they'll find him. Massive, massive fight here for OB Neon on the Tinker. If not that on Palos. Enryu, he'll throw a spear out, but it won't be on the mark. Palos, though, he's just so brave to jump into 4 heroes. Waveform out onto Whitemon, just takes him down. They can't do anything about it. Now the arena's there. Savage, he has been caught out as Palos is just going right after Cuckoo, but never mind him. They'll go after Mamang Daya on that Tinker. Palos now, he'll focus down Karl, though. On that Lina, he is gone. The Shrink Ray just flying out as well as Cuckoo. He's going to get dropped, and Palos, he's backing onto that main target. He's got Savage. Savage needs help right now, but he's not going to have it. In fact, Palos, he's not done yet. Onto the high ground looking for more. But there's nobody left.
Neon has just had this fantastic time building up, playing around with their own timings. And I feel like it's really down to Mamang Daya being able to just win out mid. Not even win, maybe just kind of draw out mid. But from there, the Tinker just took over and there was just no counter pick for it.
Tier 4's under siege now. You've got one more chance if you're T1, but you're going to have to do this without your position one, as again Palos just into the backside onto Zephyr, blows him up. They've at least got an armor down on the Rubik for now. Enryu, a nice arena, does catch out Whitemon as Palos. Where are we going, sir? Never mind him, because MLPDotA will get it done himself. He takes down Whitemon, and there goes Cuckoo. Everybody's just getting blown up by this Tinker. And here comes Savage. He'll join into the meat grinder of Palos as Karl. He'll drop. They'll pop the Stone Gates. They'll try one last time. It's Savage and Zephyr, though, against the world. And Palos, well, he might purposely die here, John. He doesn't care. That's GG. 2-1 the way of OB Neon. And, you know, John, we've done this before, right? We've doubted OB Neon's drafts, but they oh my goodness. What is going on here, John?
Introboys was yelled out. Introboys
boy.
for T1. They won the first game. Like, game 2, game 3, we're seeing the Neon that won Huya. You can see that conference. I don't think anyone expect this going into this day, right? Like, even if Neon won Huya, it's like, yeah, all right, they won Huya. But T1 is T1. T1 in game 1 looked amazing. I think a lot of people were like, all right, that's what we expected. Game 2 goes out well. Game 3 just insanely well for Neon, and they just play it fantastically. Like, I mean, we were talking about MLPDotA, right? We were talking about his mid picks. We were talking about, say, Darkseer coming out. I'm trying to recall